Don't shame me. Shame's being used as a weapon. It's being used as a weapon against you, against them, against us. Obviously, I'm not a fan of shame, you think? And that's for those people that are dishing it out as well as those people that are allowing it, like they're taking it. I especially hate shame as a weapon. I was talking with a young teen the other day, and he was telling me about how bad America and Americans were. And I asked him to tell me a little bit more. He went on to tell me this whole story about how, stealing land and broken treaties and slavery and how arrogant we were as a society, poverty, capitalism, and the embarrassment of celebrating the men and women that perpetrated many of these things during our country's history. He literally was ashamed of our country. He was regurgitating the mainstream messaging, that weaponized shame that's used to silence people. And after all, what kind of person would you be if you actually celebrated our forefathers that did evidently some really bad things? I've never seen a more notorious use of shame than what we're seeing today in COVID. COVID in and of itself didn't create it. It's an incredible compilation, literally, of everything I've been talking about this week, last week, and so on, where people are comparing not wearing a mask, as an example, as someone carrying a loaded weapon. Are you serious? Or someone that wanted to wear a mask is a simpleton, right? It's pathetic and it's ridiculous. And if you are concerned or afraid for your health and you want to wear a mask to protect yourself and others, awesome. I applaud you and I support you. We should all support you. But also the reverse. If you know the facts and you've decided that not wearing a mask is the way you want to go, then I support and applaud you too. You've taken the information. You've made your own decision. It's called freedom. And by the way, a lot of people fought and died for that freedom. I also see it in my coaching. Some of the CEOs that I coach, where suddenly they're having success. They've tried something new. It's risk, it's failure, and all of a sudden people are judging them. They're shaming them for changing, not being the same person they were. I hope not. I watch people speak their truth, freedom of speech, right? And get shamed for speaking it, the way they spoke it, or where they spoke it. I mean, if you're not respectful, or if you are respectful, I guess, and you're not shaming as part of standing up for what you believe, then stand tall. And if you're using shame this way, stop it. This is the land of the free and home of the brave. If you're driven by your spiritual beliefs, yay, good for you. If not, good for you as well. That's what makes this land free. Don't shame me. If you are pursuing self-improvement, awesome. It's hard and it comes with risk and reward. But if you are not, maybe you're already perfect. But either way, it's your choice. Don't shame someone for trying to be better. Don't shame someone for choosing to be who they are. You who have committed no sin, cast the first stone, right? That was it, right? Speak up, and yet nobody did. Why? Well, because we're all human and we all make mistakes. God willing, we learn from them and we become better, unless shame keeps us from ever trying again, ever taking a stand. Trust me when I tell you this, for every person that gives you a hard time and shames you as a weapon against you, dozens will send you messages of support and courage. So let me tell you about shame. Shame keeps people in the dark. It keeps them silent. It keeps them playing small. Shame keeps us from taking a stand. Shame keeps us in the closet, so to speak. It keeps us from being ourselves. Shame holds us back and keeps us living in fear. And as long as we continue to be silent, to refuse to push back against these kinds of things, we are not only tolerating them, but we are perpetuating them. So today, take a stand. Don't shame, and don't shame me.